Yo, today we have the fastest Yinlin guide on YouTube. As always, I'm not gonna waste your time. So Yinlin is a character that can work as a main DPS or sub DPS, but she's mainly a sub DPS that works with a quick swap team. Now whenever you attack or use your skill or use your ultimate, Yinlin will put Sinner's Mark on the enemy. Now with having the Sinner Mark, when you use the Yinlin skill, you will enter execution mode. If you basic attack or dodge counter, Yinlin will make a coordinated attack, but she must be on field and she can do that up to 4 times. But then you can use your skill again, and if you use it, you will deal so much damage to the enemy that has the Sinner's Mark. But the most important thing about Yinlin is her Forte Circuit. Whenever her Forte Circuit is full and you use your heavy attack, if the enemy has Sinner's Mark, she will do a big AoE that will apply a new mark. This mark is called the Punishment Mark, and that's what makes her insane. Now when the enemy has Punishment Mark, if you hit the enemy with any character, it will hit the enemy with an off-field strike once every second. Now Yinlin's ultimate is a big nuke that does so much damage, and that's basically it. Now what makes Yinlin insane is that her outro skill gives 20% more electro damage to the team, so you basically want to pair her with a main electro DPS, and also gives 25% resonance liberation damage, and all of this buff lasts for 14 seconds, which makes Yinlin insane, and that's why Calcharo is gonna be good with her. But don't worry, if you don't want to play Calcharo, basically you can use her with any other main DPS and she's gonna perform well. Now here's how you play Yinlin. You play Yinlin as a quick swapper. When you use her E, you just E then change to the next character and try to put all the marks on the enemies, and you quick swap again, use the other E and go back until you get your Forte. Now for the echoes, I've seen a lot of misinformation in the websites and things like that, so let me tell you what's the best for Yinlin. So Yinlin can use 3 sets, and 2 of them are the most viable, either the Void Thunder or the Moonlight Cloud set. Now here's the short answer: if you want to use Yinlin as a main DPS, don't look at anything other than the Void Thunder. If you want to use her as a sub DPS, the Void Thunder will give her more damage, but the Moonlight Clouds will give the other character that you use while using the Heron a big boost in attack. So it will be a good buff for the other character while making her do much more ultimates because it gives her energy. So since the number are from beta, no one can give you the right answer. She will be released tomorrow, so we will know exactly what we need, but for now use the set that you have the best stats on, or you can use 2-piece Lingering Tunes and 2-piece Void Thunder if you really don't have echoes. Now use Tempest Mephits as her main echo. If you don't have Tempest, use Thundering and focus on crit rate, crit damage, and if you have a crit rate weapon, just go with crit damage, then focus on electro damage, then focus only on attack. And if you think you need energy, especially in the Void Thunder set, go to an energy piece. In the substats, try to get crit rate, crit damage and attack. Also some resonance liberation damage won't be bad. Now let's talk about the weapons. Yinlin's main weapon is her best in slot, especially if you want to use her as a sub DPS, but if you want to use her as a main DPS, the standard Cosmic Ripples will actually be good for her. Best 4-star weapon will be the Battle Pass weapon, which is Augment. It has crit rate and gives her more attack. Now the other 4-star option is the Jinzu Keeper, and as you see, 3 of the weapons are not easy to get at least for free to plays, but the Jinzu Keeper is actually a good 4-star, and any 4-star with attack will actually be kinda good, at least for starters. Now for Yinlin's team, she's very good with Calcharo or any main DPS that is Electro, and if you don't have an Electro main DPS, just use any main DPS and she will work out. And if you want to use her as a main DPS, just go with another buffer with her and another sub DPS if you want, or you can even go with 2 buffers like Verena and then go with Jianshin if you want to get more damage on your ultimate with a little buff from the Moonlight Clouds. So Yinlin can be used in a lot of teams. I'm not gonna talk about the wave bands, but if you want to aim for wave bands, don't go crazy on her and try to get her at C2 if you really want to get wave bands. Now the most crazy part about Yinlin, since she's coming tomorrow, is that if you don't subscribe now, you're gonna lose your 50-50. Bye bye.